The last signal from Station 7. September 15th, 1967. 3 miles north of Barrow, Alaska. The temperature is minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. At 11:47 p.m., Dr. Malcolm Werner flips the switch on experimental radio station 7. The massive antenna array pierces the Arctic sky like a metal forest. The mission? To test high-frequency radio communication with the space station orbiting 260 miles above Earth. This is the height of the Cold War. The Soviet Union has just launched Sputnik 2. American scientists are racing to establish reliable communication with astronauts in space. Station 7 is part of Project Iceberg, classified military research funded by the Pentagon. Dr. Werner has been working on this project for 18 months. The team consists of 5 members. Dr. Werner, the project leader. Sarah Chen, a 24-year-old communications specialist. Thomas Russo, the engineer. Lieutenant Jim Walsh, military liaison. And Dr. Evelyn Frost, the psychologist. Why is a psychologist on a radio communication team? Official records state she's there to monitor the psychological effects of isolation on the research team. But declassified documents reveal something else entirely. The Pentagon suspected that certain radio frequencies might affect the human brain. They needed someone to monitor the team's mental state during transmission. At 11:52 p.m., the first transmission begins. Dr. Werner's voice, recorded on magnetic tape, speaks into the microphone. This is Station 7, Test Transmission 1. If you're receiving this, we're making history. The recording continues for 3 minutes. Normal conversation between team members, technical specifications. Everything seems routine. Then, at 11:55 p.m., something changes. Sarah Chen's voice, barely audible. Doctor, I'm picking up something on the secondary frequency. What kind of something? Dr. Werner responds. It's like a heartbeat, but not human. Too slow. Too deep. The recording continues. You can hear the equipment humming, the Arctic wind outside, and then, faintly, this rhythmic thudding sound. The sound lasted for 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Dr. Frost's voice, recorded on the same tape. The sound is causing physiological responses in the team. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils. I'm documenting aggressive behavior in Subject 3. Subject 3 is Thomas Russo, the engineer. At 11:59 p.m., Russo's voice becomes agitated. Turn it off! Turn it off now! Something's wrong with the antenna array. What's wrong with it? Dr. Werner asks. It's not receiving signals. It's sending them. To something. The recording becomes difficult to understand. Multiple voices talking at once. Equipment malfunction alarms beeping. And underneath it all, that slow, rhythmic thudding. At 12:01 a.m. September 16th, all communication with the outside world stops. The backup communication radio, designed to maintain contact with the Anchorage Command Center, goes silent. The generator powering the facility continues running, but no signals leave Station 7. The last coherent transmission, recorded at 12:03 a.m., comes from Dr. Werner. If anyone receives this message, do not send search teams. Do not approach the station. The frequency is 2.7 megahertz. It's not safe. Then silence. For 6 hours, the military command center in Anchorage attempts to re-establish contact. Radio operators try every frequency. Nothing. At 6 a.m., a helicopter is dispatched. The pilot, Captain John Morrison, files a report that will remain classified for 50 years. The station appears normal from the air. Lights are on. The generator is running, but no one is visible outside the building. Captain Morrison attempts to land. As the helicopter descends, his radio equipment begins malfunctioning. The engine starts making an unusual noise. At 200 feet altitude, he makes a decision that saves his life. He aborts the landing and flies back to base. The rescue mission is scheduled for 3:00 p.m. the same day. This time it's a ground team. 8 soldiers equipped with Arctic gear and radiation detectors. They approach Station 7 from the south. The team leader, Sergeant William Hayes, keeps detailed notes. These notes, obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request in 2017, reveal what they found. The station's exterior is undamaged. No signs of struggle. No footprints in the snow leading away from the building. But something is wrong with the snow directly beneath the antenna array. It's black. Not just discolored. Black, like it's been burned from the inside. The team enters the building at 3:47 p.m. The first room they enter is the radio room. All equipment is running normally. Dials are set to the correct frequencies. But there's no one there. In the kitchen, they find 5 plates of food, still warm, as if the team had just stopped eating and walked away. The generator room is normal. The sleeping quarters are empty. Beds are made. Personal belongings are undisturbed. But in the main transmission room, they find something that makes the entire rescue team freeze. On the wall, written in black ink, are the words, "The frequency is open. We are listening." The handwriting is analyzed later. It belongs to Dr. Evelyn Frost. But Dr. Frost is nowhere to be found. Neither is anyone else. The search continues for 3 hours. The team systematically checks every room, every closet, every possible hiding place. 5 people have vanished from a locked building in the middle of the Arctic. At 6:15 p.m., Sergeant Hayes makes a discovery in the main transmission room that changes everything. The magnetic tape recorder is still running. It's been recording for 18 hours and 28 minutes. The first part of the tape contains the mission recordings, normal conversation, technical readings, the mysterious heartbeat sound. But the last 18 hours of recording is something else entirely. It's not human voices. It's not radio static. It's a low rhythmic pulse, like a heartbeat but slower. Much slower. Each pulse lasts exactly 3.7 seconds. The silence between pulses is 4.2 seconds. This pattern continues for 18 hours without variation, like a massive, slow-breathing creature. When the tape is analyzed later by military scientists, they discover something that makes the Pentagon classify the entire incident as top secret. The sound is not being transmitted from the station. It's being received from somewhere in space. The frequency is 2.7 megahertz, the same frequency Dr. Werner mentioned in his final transmission. But here's the terrifying part. The signal is not coming from Earth's orbit. It's coming from deep space, from a region of the galaxy that, according to 1967 astronomy, should be empty. The signal is strong, too strong for any known technology. The Pentagon assembles a team of the top scientists in the country. Physicists, linguists, mathematicians. They analyze the signal for 6 months. Their conclusion is classified. But in 2017, when the documents are partially declassified, one sentence remains visible. The signal appears to be a form of communication. Purpose unknown. For 50 years, Station 7 remains abandoned. The building slowly deteriorates. The equipment rusts. The mysterious black snow beneath the antenna array never melts. And every September 15th at 11:47 p.m. something strange happens. Amateur radio operators in Alaska report receiving a brief transmission on 2.7 megahertz. It's a human voice. Distorted, but clearly human. It says the same thing every year. "This is Station 7. We are not alone." In 2010, satellite imagery reveals something that makes the case even stranger. The area around Station 7 is completely barren. No wildlife. No vegetation. Even the snow is different. It's as if the location has been sterilized. But the most disturbing discovery comes from analyzing the building's interior. High-resolution images show that the furniture and equipment are covered in what appears to be a thin layer of ice. But the ice is not frozen water. It's something else. Chemical analysis of samples collected by remote drones identifies the substance as a crystalline structure not found anywhere else on Earth. It contains trace elements that match the composition of meteorites, but meteorites from a specific region of space, the same region where the 2.7 megahertz signal originated. In 2015, a team of scientists from the University of Alaska makes a formal request to investigate the site. The request is denied. When they ask for a reason, they're told that the site is still classified as a military research facility. But military records from 1967 show that Station 7 was officially decommissioned just 48 hours after the incident. So why is it still classified? The answer may lie in recently declassified documents from the CIA. In 1969, 2 years after the Station 7 incident, a similar event occurs at a research facility in Siberia. Soviet scientists are conducting radio transmission experiments. At 11:47 p.m. local time on September 15th, their facility receives a signal on 2.7 megahertz. 5 scientists vanish. The same pattern repeats in 1971, a Canadian research station, 1973, a facility in northern Norway, 1975, a research station in Antarctica. All on September 15th, all at 11:47 p.m. local time, all on the same frequency. The pattern suggests something is responding to our radio transmissions. Something that has been waiting for us to reach a certain level of technology. By 2020, the documented case is number 23. Research facilities on every continent. Always the same date. Always the same time. Always the same frequency. The most recent incident was in 2020, a research facility in northern Canada. But this time, something is different. The team doesn't vanish. They survive. The 2020 incident at the Canadian Arctic Research Station provides the first survivor account. Dr. Jennifer Kipp, the team leader, is interviewed by government officials 3 days after the event. Her testimony is classified, but portions of it are leaked to the scientific community. According to Dr. Kipp, the same pattern begins at 11:47 p.m. on September 15th. They receive the mysterious signal on 2.7 megahertz, the slow, rhythmic pulse, the heartbeat from space. But this time, they're prepared. The research team has studied the previous incidents. They know about the pattern. They've implemented safety protocols. When the signal begins, they immediately shut down all transmission equipment. They seal the building. They activate a localized jamming system. For 3 hours they wait. The signal continues, but nothing else happens. No team members vanish. No strange effects. No crystalline ice formation. But at 2:47 a.m. something changes. The signal stops. And then, for the first time in 53 years, they receive a response. It's not the rhythmic pulse. It's not the heartbeat from space. It's a voice. Human. Speaking English. But using technological terms that won't be invented for another 50 years. The voice says, "Configuration complete. System adaptation successful. Ready for next phase." Then silence. The recording of this message is analyzed by the most advanced computer systems available. Voice recognition software cannot identify the speaker. But the speech patterns, the pronunciation, the linguistic structure, all match profiles of the missing scientists from Station 7. After 53 years, they're still alive. But they're not on Earth anymore. Based on the 2020 incident, government scientists develop a new theory about what happened at Station 7. The 2.7 megahertz frequency is not just a communication channel. It's a signal from an advanced civilization testing our technological development. When we reach the capability to broadcast on their frequency, we become eligible for contact. The missing scientists are not victims. They're volunteers, selected for a mission that humanity is not yet ready to understand. This theory is supported by one final piece of evidence. The satellite monitoring station in Alaska has been tracking the 2.7 megahertz signal for 57 years. Every year it gets stronger, and it's getting closer. If the rate of approach remains constant, the source of the signal will reach Earth's orbit in 2029. That's when the missing scientists will return. The question is, what will they bring with them?